In all forms of fitness and in life, mobility is key. If you're not mobile, you can't move. If you can't move, you're not fit. And if you're not fit, you're probably not going to do well in every other aspect. So, how do you stay mobile on the road? It sounds like it's really difficult. A few months ago, I came across this quick warm-up routine for gymnastic strength training. I use this as my daily mobility routine, and since I've been doing it, I find that days that I do remember to do it, I feel 10 times better, I perform better, I think clearer, and I hope you enjoy. So, take a look. Alright, so the first step is wrist mobility. So you're going to plant your hands directly underneath your shoulders, elbows facing one another, and you're just going to lean forward over the wrists. Now what this is going to do is just strengthen the wrist in being able to hold itself in an unusual position. This is amazing for carpal tunnel, so people who program like myself will find that this really does make a huge difference. Now what you're going to do next, you're going to flip it over, hands facing the ground, hands, palms facing the sky, elbows still facing one another, and you're going to lean back. And this is, a lot of people are going to have a lot of difficulty with this. When you first get started, just don't worry about it, and just assume that it will be okay. Alright. Next up, you're going to turn it around. So, palms facing the ground again, and then just lean back. Try and keep the wrist or the bottom of your palm on the floor. That increases the amount of stretching going on. And then you're going to do the same forward. This one's the hardest. Pretty difficult to maintain straight hands too. And yeah, all right. Next up is lower back mobility and just positioning. So what you're going to do is, it's kind of like a downward, upward facing dog rather. What you're going to do is you're going to flex your entire posterior chain. So that's your glutes, your hamstrings, everything. And that's going to stabilize your lower body. And the goal is really just to sit with the pelvis approximately on the ground, work on just maintaining that upper movement. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to transition into I guess you could call it something like a baby pose. Can't remember what they call it in yoga, but it's another stretch, opposite it. And then we'll normally do this 2 or 3 times. Just cycle through it. Next up, you're going to stretch out the shoulders. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach one arm forward and one arm out with the palm facing up. Now what you're going to do is you're going to face down and you're going to focus on pushing your forward extended arm, the shoulder of that arm into the ground. And that's just going to stretch the outer portion of your shoulder. I find this very useful for shoulder mobility and shoulder injuries. I have a history of a bad shoulder, and doing this every day makes a very big difference. Alright, you're going to switch it up. Other side. Next exercise is a simple straddle attempt. I have very limited hip mobility, flexibility, so this is actually the most difficult exercise to do in full routine. Basically, you're going to keep your legs out as far to the side as you can. Obviously, my arm the farthest, you're going to lean forward. And you're going to reach, and you're just going to hold it. And it's just like any other yoga practice, sort of mobility routine. You're going to breathe deeply. Notice where it's tight. Just try and loosen up just a little bit. And even if you move another millimeter every day, you're going to be able to basically do a front split within a year or two. I mean, it's pretty easy to maintain and keep up as long as you just do it. I forgot to mention, the point is to keep your toes pointed. It makes it into an active pose as opposed to a passive stretch. And it also takes a lot of the strain off of your knees because as your legs just sit there, your knees will take a lot of the pressure. But if you're focusing on maintaining a straight leg, your glutes and lower back are going to open up instead in your hips. So you're going to do that for a little bit, and then you're going to do each side individually. So you're going to reach to the side, square your hips while you do it, and just stretch. Okay. And then release together, same thing. Facing forward, so this is more of a forward fold this time. I think they call it pancake in gymnastics. But I definitely don't look like a pancake when I do it. But like I said, it's all about baby steps. This is great if you have tightness while you're walking, especially if you sit a lot, like myself. Try to avoid it, but unfortunately, when you're working out of a cafe, you don't really have a choice of standing desk all the time. So then the next thing up is butterfly. Most people probably know that. You're just going to do your butterfly, and you're going to move forward. It's a bit of a different take on it. I like it because it's less about getting your feet in and more about actually stretching out the muscles that you're trying to stretch out. And then we've got a simple downward-facing dog, I guess, but it's really intended to be a calf stretch. So the goal is, by default, your back should be straight, but it's not. Alright, back should be straight, active, and you should be pushing your heels to the ground. Now, to start off, as long as you can keep your back straight, having your feet in closer makes it a little bit easier to touch the ground. In any given position, once you can touch the ground, you're just going to set it out more. Keep trying to touch the ground. And the goal here is really just to open up the calf. According to the Gymnastic Strength Training folks, the majority of knee problems and quote-unquote hip mobility problems are actually caused by calf tightness, not hip tightness. So that's a great one to do. And there you have it. I'll also incorporate some basic cardio after this. Not long distance running. I prefer sprints because I find it better on my joints. Maybe some calisthenic workout. And I'll do this same routine before any gymnastic or strength training workout. So let me know what you thought of that. The camera angles might have been off, but I decided to do it all in one take, or as close to one take as I could. So leave a comment below, subscribe if you want to find out how to stay fit anywhere, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.